So it's all good and well for politicians to talk about transparency and accountability. But it's not the words that matter. It's actually what actually follows that matters.
Leader of the opposition, Allen Chastanet, continues to apply pressure on the ruling SLP administration. The UWP has argued against the revocation of the state of emergency and the use of the COVID-19 Act to impose curfew or confinement orders. Chastanet has raised concerns over the constitutionality of the current regulation of restrictions and the impact on civil liberties. The UWP leader, who is still overseas, was addressing virtually a press conference held by the opposition party at Colony House on Thursday.
What is worrying to me and what is worrying to many people of United Workers' Party supporters is the hypocrisy that is taking place. That the same persons who wanted to say that the COVID Act was an infringement on people's rights, even though we said it did not apply to a curfew, will now either stand in public and support the COVID Act's ability to do that, or worse yet, say nothing.
Chastanet claims during his tenure, the former UWP administration chose the path less traveled, and the decision, albeit unpopular, was in keeping with the Constitution.
The United Workers' Party stands firm in its decision that when we had to impose a curfew, that we did it the more difficult way. We did it the way in which the people of this country's rights were held in the highest esteem. And our actions reflected the severity of the need to curtail people's civil liberty.
But some members of the legal fraternity in St. Lucia say the former Prime Minister is out of his depth on the act that, ironically, his ex-UWP administration pushed through Parliament despite the warning of civil society of its immense power, short of the constitutional implications of a state of emergency declaration. Even President of the Bar Association, Rene St. Rose, recommended that the leader of the opposition, Allen Chastanet, quote, reconsider his statement, unquote, some regard as foolhardy. But Chastanet insists he has got it right.
To say nothing. And this is the greatest risk that we run as a young country, is when we're not scared, we're not brave enough to challenge the status quo. When we ourselves only want to defend our rights when it's politically expedient to do so. That is the problem. So I want to say, and I want to end at this point, that we will continue to advocate and do everything we possibly can to defend the civil rights of the people of St. Lucia, to defend the right processes when it comes to the implementation of our Constitution and when it comes to governing in our country.
Solange Alfred, HCS News Force.